Hey guys, a bit of a tip today when working with two different thicknesses of tiles. So I've gone ahead and fixed some large format porcelain tiles on this shower wall. Next on this box then, like on the plans, I've got these thinner porcelain subway tiles to fix. We want them to finish flush, so the problem here is A, they're a bit thinner, and B, the amount of adhesive you would use is different. For large format tiles you tend to use a 10mm or bigger trowel, and smaller tiles around a 6 or 8mm. Otherwise you'll end up in a right old mess. So this is where Backerboard once again is extremely useful. Here I've got a 4mm sheet of Backerboard which I can screw or stick to the plasterboard, which by the time it's spread with a 6mm trowel and tile should get me back in the game to being flush, which I'm just testing here to make sure it's all good, and I think I can just about make it work. So now it's just a case of cutting the board around the various plumbing parts, the sink, toilet and flush, etc. I've got some screws and washers to fix it. I don't want to use adhesive to fix this one as I want the board to be as tight as possible, as I don't have much wiggle room. With my tape I just mark out and draw the various bits I need to remove, then I'm just going to use my knife to cut them out. Backerboard is extremely easy to cut. You could also use a saw or even an angle grinder for speed, which I did with the bottom length and toilet cuts here. For Backerboard, if screwing it, you fix it with these washers as it's foam and you don't want the screws to pull through. I then just go around and fix it to the studs behind the plasterboard. It's generally about every 40cm you'd want to screw. Try to look where the studs are so you don't end up like me with screws all over the place trying to find them. I guess you can never have too many. All the board that I've got is now fixed on, and I'll fill that little bit in the bottom where I'm a bit short with some tile adhesive. Then I'm all good to go. For the tiles, as usual, I lay a few out on the floor with some spacers and take a measurement with my tape to check the set out. For the height, I want to overlap a full tile from the top to reverse the tile trim, and the length I want to take a full tile with the factory edge from the tile that's already fixed. So I'm just making sure everything works out okay with various things like that. The boxing top is a bit out of level, so I take the tile height from the highest point. Then I can mark down and draw a few start lines across. Then I just pre-cut my bath cut so I'm good to spread and go. These kind of tiles don't slip with this adhesive, so I start about midway on this one, marking and cutting the pipe so I can get a full row through. With subway tiles laid like this, it's easy to get a bit wavy, so it's good to use a lot of spacers and check with either your laser or level for upright as you go. Once I'm happy I'm level, it's just a case of carrying on, working to the floor. I can set a gauge and cut all of them off the same, and then I've just got a nice chill with the top half of my box in to do. You'll see I remove the spacers every new row and put them into the joints with these types of tiles to keep it all nice and straight. Then once it's all done, you'll see that worked out pretty well with a seamless flush edge between the two different size tiles. So a little tip there guys on how to pack out using Backerboard to help you in a situation like this. I've got a little hack here for large format tiles when working around a window, which may also interest you right here. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.